Beards and Bellies reacts to Curse Notes.
What's up, fandoms? It's me, Mr. Darklight.
I'm Bash and Braids.
We've been gone for a long hiatus, but we're back once again from the dead.
Yep, it's been a while. It's been 8 months, man. But do you know what? We're back.
We're back.
And we got a comeback video.
Yeah. Yes, today we're going to be doing a reaction video. You guys love one of these. It's called Most Disturbing Abandoned Buildings. It's counters caught on cameras. Man, that's really a mouthful right there. From Curse Notes. I don't know why I couldn't thought of that. Curse Notes.
Yeah, we got a new one. Last time I think we did Eerie Whispers.
Yeah. And
usually we used to do Bizarre Above, Nick's Top 5, Slapped Ham, or what is it one person calls Slapped Him. But hey, it makes me laugh.
But you guys want to see us react to videos like these, put comments down below. Let us know what videos you want us to react to. Don't be afraid to tell us in the comments. But you guys let us know. Like the video, let us know that you're excited that we are back. Yeah. I'm sorry that I'm talking a lot. I just drank some coffee, so the pumpkin spice, you know, you gotta get into the season of the Thanksgiving turkey and all that. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into this video.
The following footage was recorded by a man named Renato Garcia in December of 2017. In the video, Renato, along with one of his friends, were riding their motorcycle inside an abandoned hospital when they unexpectedly made one of the most horrifying discoveries. Renato, who is a well-known Brazilian YouTuber, was documenting his visit to the infamous hospital in a dangerous part of Paraná, Brazil. The initial minutes of this segment went pretty smoothly. The two explorers were riding their bikes through the building and were thoroughly enjoying their time during their ride. But they were having some trouble navigating their route, as they had reached a particularly narrow and secluded section of the hospital, and at times even struggled to turn their bikes. But despite these challenges, they ultimately persevered and continued to venture deeper into this area. However, as they rode through this part, a strange man suddenly appeared out of a room, forcing them to make an abrupt stop. And before they could even process the situation, the man pulled out a knife and began confronting the two explorers, demanding that they give up everything that they had.
Ô tio, que é isso, irmão? Ixi, não tem dinheiro não.
See, that's but ousado, mas
não tem, né? Só nós veio aqui pra conhecer. Você tem algum dinheiro aí, Renato?
Não tenho, não trouxe dinheiro não, mano.
Ixi, pior que não tem nada. Não, ô, sai pra lá com esse negócio aí, não.
The man aggressively confronted the explorers, even pulling out a knife in an attempt to rob them. But unfortunately for the attacker, Renato's friend, who was behind him, had anticipated the severity of the dangerously escalating situation and immediately took action by drawing out his own weapon, and in an act of self-defense, ordered the man to calm down and drop the knife.
Não, ô, sai pra lá com esse negócio aí, não.
Oi, maluco. Calma aí, Mike, calma aí. Vai querer soltar nosso parceiro? Qual que é, velho? A gente tá gravando um vídeo aqui, mano. E aí?
Well, firstly, what happened
Mas é assim que pede dinheiro, mano?
Você arrancou a faca pra mim, não?
Larga a faca aí, fazendo favor. Por que você tá na covardia? Por que tá na covardia, mano? Você quer dinheiro, você pede. Se a gente não tem, você vai querer roubar a gente? Você tá mais com quem aqui? Vai querer ligar pra polícia?
Não, deixa ele que se foda.
Caralho, você me deu um susto, viado. Pode continuar sua caminhada, mano. Pode continuar.
Caralho,
Caralho, me deu um susto, mano.
see, that's what I would have done myself too,
E essa
man.
faca aí que nós fazer?
Caralho, velho. Caralho, mano. Tô tremendo, viado.
Fortunately for the explorers, the man immediately backed up and calmed down once he realized they had a weapon. The explorers then ordered him to drop his knife, which he complied with, before they relentlessly questioned him about his actions. They even threatened to report him to the police, to which he pleaded not to. The man eventually apologized to the explorers before departing and leaving them alone. Once the situation had settled and they were out of danger, the duo recounted that they were extremely shaken and shocked by the whole situation, but also felt immense gratitude for being unharmed during this chilling altercation.
Was he wearing a Led Zeppelin shirt?
No, it was Nirvana.
Nirvana. I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
I
it's because like I was watching this on the TV and you could see it farther, but when we're on the laptop, it's like, no, my hand be shaking too, man. That's wild. Let's talk about that.
So my and I'm gonna give up if y'all or if anybody out there is like, if you're gun enthusiast, great. If you're not, okay, I understand. But in situations like this, either have a real gun, or do you know what? They make airsoft guns that look so freaking real, they'll scare the crap out of anybody who approaches you.
Yeah.
Like they make airsoft
Plus it's dark.
revolvers.
Plus it's dark outside, so no one will see it. You know what I mean? Like,
especially get a really good one. Like there's one I have saved. Like there's an airsoft gun I have saved on my Amazon.
Yeah. These are sensitive.
I have an airsoft gun I saved on Amazon, and it's by I think it's by Smith and Wesson, or just Wesson. I think just one of the co-founders of Smith and Wesson or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks really real, and it's just an airsoft gun, but it's highly effective. You pull it out, nobody's gonna mess with you.
No.
You don't even have to fire it, because you fire it, they're gonna hear it and they're gonna be like, oh, that's just an airsoft.
Yeah. Like I was like shaking too. It was like, he's like, oh, when I pulled it, he shake. I was like, yeah, man, like that's a scary situation. It happened to us a couple of times when we went to do some sporting, or we're going to go do like one of our ghost adventures. There's always people out there that you don't know. And it's mainly homeless people who are out here. And we go to these places, and yeah, you have to be really aware. You have to be really careful. And thank God, like I said, thank God there was people there that came, because if it was just us, then it's like, that was a good thing. Like these are really situations. And these guys were just having fun. They were just riding motorcycles and filming inside this abandoned area. It's a badass area. Like that's freaking tight. Like
that's cool.
I feel like if me and you were there, we're gonna be sweating a lot, because how far,
the walk
there's a lot of curves and this, like a lot of sharp edges and everything going left to right. Like it's like a labyrinth there. That was badass though. But no, you're gonna find people like that. But yeah, like, just be careful when you go out there.
Yeah, just take something with you. Be prepared, because
don't be alone.
Don't. There's a lot of ghost explorers that we've actually seen on video on here.
They go alone.
They go by themselves, and we do not.
We don't
highly go against going by yourself.
Yeah, don't go by yourself.
Do not go. Like it's not a good idea.
Like find someone to go with you.
Take at least one more person. You know what? A group of three is really good.
Three.
Because if one person comes up against you, you have three on one.
3-on-1. So yeah, that's right. And normally they leave when they see like more people there. So it's like, yeah. But that's what we do. Like we always make sure me and him work together, and we got what we got to go out there, or we bring someone else who has something on them.
Yeah.
So we can go out there, because we're not dumb. We're not gonna go empty-handed. Like we gotta do what we gotta do to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Because people they see stuff like this and they think we have money, and then they would steal it from us and all that. Like what happened here. So like when I saw this, I was like, yeah, this is really a main point we're gonna get to. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna go to the next one. Good start so far, man. There we go.
A YouTuber named Nolan uploaded a video titled Exploring the Abandoned Great Northern Mall to his channel Lord Explores. Nolan's channel mainly focuses on urban exploration, providing in-depth tours and documenting the historical context of the eerie and often decaying beauty of forgotten landmarks. In this particular video, Nolan, accompanied by his friend Esme, decided to explore an abandoned mall known as the Great Northern Mall, situated in Clay, New York. Opened on October 5, 1988, the Great Northern Mall was one of the most popular shopping destinations in the Syracuse suburbs for many years. However, by the early 2000s, this mall, like many other American malls, faced a period of decline due to numerous factors. Over the last decade, major anchor stores closed their doors, and the last remaining tenants were eventually forced out. Consequently, the mall was officially shut down in November of 2022. Unfortunately, due to its abandoned status, it has sadly fallen victim to vandals and looters, and has also become an easy target for scrappers looking for materials. But despite all this, Esme and Nolan remained completely undeterred and set out to explore the abandoned facility. As the duo began their exploration, they initially walked around the perimeter to locate an entrance. After searching for a while, they eventually spotted an open door behind the mall, which led them to a cinema room. The explorers then cautiously entered that section and started making their way inside. However, as soon as they walked up the stairs, that's when they encountered something truly alarming.
Go first. Box.
All the drills. Because the scrappers, the scrapping metal and all that, so they have their drills and chainsaws and all that.
Let's go through digs. I don't know what that was. I don't want to go through there though. I don't know, it was beeping and a bunch of knocking like someone was walking around. I'm off that. We're gonna go around and see if there's any other spot. Sounds creepy.
After hearing beeping noises and the sound of something moving, the duo immediately ran down the stairs and left the cinema room, as they did not want to be spotted, especially not so early in their exploration. They then walked around the mall, eventually finding another entry point. Once inside, they cautiously began walking through the building, and apart from some faint noises and distant thuds, everything seemed to be going smoothly for the two explorers. For the next several minutes, they continued to explore the mall, and it appeared as though they were completely alone inside the building. However, as they were walking through the ground floor, they suddenly heard the sound of a car driving outside, and just moments later, they noticed a pickup truck driving towards the mall.
That was sus. There's a truck that went really slow by the window. Black truck. I don't think he was looking though, but it was just a little scary. This place is making some wild noises. Oh shit. Look at it, the people walking right out there. If they look in, they'll see. Alright, they're gone. Let's go.
I would explode.
Upon noticing the pickup truck and a group of people walking outside the mall, the explorers immediately ran out of that section. Although they weren't entirely sure if the individuals were security guards or merely a pair of civilians, they still didn't want to take the risk of being caught and played it safe by distancing themselves from where they last saw the group. They then left that part of the mall and went to the opposite side of the building to continue their exploration. However, as they were walking through that section, that's when they started hearing noises originating from the building.
Oh, that was easy. That was easy. Oh. Whoa.
The food court all by itself.
Scrappers.
The power tools.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Damn. Shoot. Guys, they're scrappers. Well, shit, should we just walk across the middle then? Ditch the food court.
Yeah, don't walk there.
You don't even go there. He's talking about walking in the middle. I'm like, dude, yeah.
Let's go.
Because
Yeah.
most of those people have like weapons on
Okay, so they are scrapping this mall.
So they don't
And
get
they're
caught.
right
them.
there.
Yeah. No, she was like, no, we gotta go.
See, guys, the thing with scrappers is you don't know if they're nice or not. And especially people with cameras, they're probably
They
not
look
going to be
like they
too
have
friendly
expensive
too.
stuff on them. So that power backpack she has.
Yeah.
That's where the cinema
Yeah,
is.
no,
Did you
they're
see
probably
it?
gonna steal that from you. They're probably
So
gonna
when
rob
we
you right
walked
there.
up the stairs in the cinema, guys, we heard a sound, and we decided to turn around. That's what we heard.
After hearing the sound of a power tool being used by a scrapper, the duo immediately left that section and ran in the opposite direction. For the next several minutes, they froze and remained in their positions, all the while listening for any footsteps or noises to make sure they wouldn't accidentally run into the scrappers. However, as they were trying to figure out their next move, they started hearing the noises again, but this time they were louder and closer. But this time they were louder and closer.
Let's just go across this.
Okay.
I don't know who I'm more afraid of seeing me. Him or them.
Let's wait until he starts doing the brrr again, because he'll be looking. Why did he stop? So creepy.
Every time.
Oh God, is he coming? I'm scared he's gonna come over here.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, is it?
He was walking.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Where he was walking, but I heard the echoes of footsteps. I don't like. He could have been behind the play place in the cafeteria.
He was either straight behind it or he was to our left.
Yeah.
Because we felt it in the walls.
It's the footsteps sounded like he was like walking in this big open area.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I like the determination they have.
I would.
Because if it was us, we had dipped already. We had
Is
not
that somebody
came back.
walking down?
I think with the truck, I would be like, hey, bro, let's go.
But here, no, I was like, I probably wait till way later in the night.
It could be water.
I don't know. what
Probably
we're
not
gonna
dead.
worse.
It just started, which is...
At least day you have visual.
Bro, there's
Yeah.
scrappers
So I
everywhere
would
here.
have done
What
that
the
same
hell?
thing for them all.
Yeah.
Nighttime's scary because you don't know where they are.
Yeah, you don't know where they're at.
With the sounds
I feel like
echoing
we're
from
down,
seemingly
we
all
should
corners of the building, the explorers
check out.
suspected
Like,
there
I
must
get
be
it, it's
multiple
like a
groups of
city,
scrappers scattered throughout the mall. Recognizing the potential risk of being caught or running into any of these groups, the duo started contemplating whether to continue exploring or simply leave. They ultimately made the difficult decision to cut their exploration short and leave the building prematurely. However, their curiosity and perhaps a touch of determination proved too strong. About an hour later, they cautiously returned to the mall, hoping the scrappers had left by now, and for the most part, this seemed to be the case, as they were able to explore the building with relative peace, which was a stark contrast compared to their earlier attempts. By this point, they had explored nearly every section of the mall, with the exception being the cinema room, the very place where they had initially heard the beeping noises and suspected the presence of scrappers. Driven by a sense of unfinished business, the duo decided to finally investigate that room. However, as they approached that section, that's when they encountered something once again.
Yeah.
So we're going to the cinema now, but
I get
last
why
time we
they
went to the
went
cinema, the
back.
scrappers were
They wanted to
inside.
check out the movie theater.
And that's an active store.
They're still going.
They're still scrapping. You can hear them.
Why are things like us?
Sounds far, but it's close.
They're unscrewing panels to get into the ceiling, probably. Or walls.
Sounds like screwing. Oh yeah, unscrewing. Yeah, they really want that metal.
Guys, I don't think we're gonna be able to explore this cinema, because they're literally right there. And I don't know how many there are. I don't know who it is. Where the was that?
They're in that area in there. Yeah, there's a door through there.
He's right. They're right there.
You heard that, right?
Guys, we really wanted to show you that, but there's no way, dude. They're right there, and we don't know what their intentions are. The scrappers, it's hard. If it was explorers, we'd go over there, no problem.
I think one of them
Scrappers
came
are
out.
stealing, vandalizing, and doing it for money. So if they see people with cameras, who knows what they'll do.
every section of the building, but it didn't seem safe for them to venture into the cinema room. As the scrappers were still inside, likely armed with knives or even guns, the duo understood the potential danger that they posed, given that the situation could easily escalate, and they could be robbed or even attacked if the scrappers felt threatened or cornered. Acknowledging this risk, Nolan and Esme wisely decided against further investigation and chose to avoid the cinema room altogether. However, they did continue to explore the building for an additional 15 minutes, and they thankfully didn't encounter anything unusual during this time. They ultimately concluded that it was time to leave and eventually chose to end their exploration. Fortunately for the duo, they safely made their way toward the exit and left the building without any further incidents.
Here's the last one.
Over 95% of you watching haven't subscribed yet. Your support really helps the channel grow, and in return, I promise to keep bringing you guys the best quality content. Now let's get back to the video.
Oh, I've seen this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy.
In November of 2025, a YouTuber named Chris Hill uploaded a chilling video titled "Scary Encounter While Exploring an Abandoned Factory Alone" to his channel, Urbex Hill. His channel is dedicated to urban exploration, and he often documents footage of himself exploring a variety of abandoned locations, most of which are based in the United States. In this particular video, Chris decided to explore an abandoned factory situated in a sketchy neighborhood of Cleveland, Ohio. As soon as Chris began his exploration, he encountered a couple of homeless individuals who were outside the building. But fortunately for him, the individuals didn't pose any significant risk towards him and were pretty much unbothered by his presence. He ultimately left them alone and eventually went inside the abandoned factory. Upon entering the building, he ventured into the basement, where he didn't find anything unusual. Chris eventually left that section and went up to the main warehouse. During this time, he suddenly heard noises that oddly sounded like people talking. He then decided to investigate its source and went in that direction. However, as he was investigating, that's when he stumbled upon something extremely disturbing.
It's weird.
Oh, there they are. They're right there. Yeah.
So you have to hide in the first place. You just fire a round off and scare the shit off. So you scare them off.
And he goes out there and he films them leaving. This guy's wild, dude. Like, I don't know if I would be able to do
So
that.
close, they had a decision to go to the right or go to the left.
I think they knew someone was there though.
Are they waiting for him?
Yeah, because look, you see how they look back? Look, there they are. They
Are
look
they coming
back. They looked back and then they went that way. That's why he moved a bit. They're gonna be right there. They came out that way. I think they saw him. Oh no, I thought they spotted.
After noticing the
because
two
they turned
homeless
back around.
individuals, Chris immediately began hiding behind some crates. Luckily for him, the individuals ultimately left the factory and didn't spot him. He eventually decided to investigate the room where he had last seen them. During his investigation, he discovered that the room was filled with illegal substances and various other items. Chris, realizing that they were most likely using these substances and were under their influence, decided to leave the building, as running into these individuals would probably not end well for him. But before he departed, he did leave them some money, as he felt extremely sad for their living
He went
conditions.
back.
However, later
Dude,
that
I
night,
wouldn't
he
have
made
gone
the
back.
difficult
If I knew
decision
they
to
were gonna
return
be
to the
there.
same factory again, to explore what he hadn't before,
looks tight,
and
though.
potentially
That
to
looks
even
nice.
see and
He's
help
by
the individuals
himself.
if they were still
He's
present
by
inside.
himself too. Like he goes by himself.
No weapon, no nothing? Hell no.
Tons of shit left behind.
He's like he felt bad, so he came back, and I'm like, dude, really? Yeah, because everyone's probably in their rooms. That looks dope though. I like how it looks, but it's wild.
It's a lot of
I would love
noise
to do
back
stuff
here,
in like
too.
this, but I don't know. If there's people in there, no.
Well,
I'm not
that
trying to
looks
risk
crazy
it.
over
I
there.
wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't want to risk it.
No. If I already knew that people were gonna be there, hell no. There's so
Look,
many hiding
Look,
spots.
there's beds. You saw the beds?
Yeah.
There's people who sleep in there.
Are you going closer? Get the fuck away.
Oh shit. This guy's wild, man.
Oh yeah, somebody's definitely sleeping here.
It's probably those people that were living in there.
After spotting a bed inside one of the rooms, Chris immediately suspected that the people he had encountered earlier could be in the building and potentially even be living inside the room he was exploring. Disturbingly, he also heard a loud bang coming from the end of the hallway, making it even more obvious that someone was definitely still inside. Although a bit sketched out by the whole situation, he ultimately decided not to leave, but rather chose to investigate the noises and went toward its direction, regardless of any potential presence.
Making that big noise here.
I almost didn't buy this NFL wallet, but when Black Friday hit and it was up to 42% off, I
went toward its direction, regardless of any potential presence.
There's a toy.
The hell?
Yeah. But they can see his light shining from there. He's in that. There's a room right there.
Dude, you pointed yourself. Go into a room, hide.
You know what they said? They're like, do you see that bright light ahead? Someone's in here, and they're staying quiet. Dude, you came back. You went back.
There's a homeless person in there.
Why are you going back in?
I'm good.
I'm going back in.
It's too late in the night
That's wild.
to deal with that shit.
That's wild.
No, that is crazy. Yeah, there's back there. Yeah. I'm out. It's so dangerous doing this in the middle of Cleveland at night, especially alone.
Upon realizing that there were people living inside the room and that they were now even complaining about the bright light he was shining directly toward their direction, Chris immediately acknowledged the unnecessary risk he was putting himself in and ultimately started walking in the opposite direction, heading straight for the exit. Chris then left the building, and fortunately, he didn't encounter anything unusual again.
Couldn't the gunner have him? I'm like, honestly, he needed a gun.
Yeah,
No knife was
honestly,
gonna do shit.
honestly, I think he had a knife. I think that's all he had.
That was gonna be stupid.
Because that's why he's in Cleveland late at night, and it's crazy over there, man. It's like, I don't know how it is over there in Cleveland. I don't know how it is, but I've seen a lot of documentaries and everything about Cleveland, so that's why
That was the stupidest decision ever to go back straight in.
There's people out there that they will risk their lives for views, and I get it. And I understand completely, but to us, it's like, nah, it's not. We're not gonna risk our lives to go in there. It's like, yeah, it'd be a cool inspiration and all that, but it's like if people are in there and then it's late at night, and you know, like it's like saying you're going into our house late at night, and we're like hearing walking, and like, you know, we're gonna go investigate what's going on. You know what I mean? It's like
my thing
it's like
is
it's the same thing to them. You know, they don't have living conditions, and you know, it's called respecting people privacies. Even though, yeah, they're breaking a law by
living there illegally,
but
yeah.
Still,
but
like,
at the same time, okay, it's they already made a home. Do not invade their privacy.
You could tell they made a home. You saw the 2 beds, you saw the blankets, you saw all the stuff. A toilet in the middle of the hallway. Like, hey man, they gotta do what they gotta do. You know what I mean? Not everyone has a living life. But that's crazy. I don't know what made this man go back and decide to go in there. I don't really know, but in our point of view, like, we won't do that. That's how it is.
The fact that
don't go alone.
The fact that he was there the daytime, he saw them,
and he knew there was people there.
He could have made the smart decision, like, you know what? Somebody's living here. I'm invading their home. I'm not gonna come back.
Yeah.
You could have found a way cooler abandoned building than the factory.
Or go to a different building, you know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if he could have found something way cooler.
Yeah.
But he decided, like, no,
there's people living here.
There's people living here. They're gonna be here at night. I'm gonna come back.
See how it is.
And then he was about to leave, and then he came back one more time again and look inside.
Just to check everything out.
I'm like, dude, you know they're there. You know they're there.
This guy's great. I get on the process to go out there, but don't do that, guys. Don't go and don't do stuff like that. Like, it's pretty
I think I have my
kind of disrespecting. My favorite one is probably the mall. And then my second one is probably the motorcycles. Yeah. And then my third one would be this one, the factory.
Factory. So mine's actually like the list backwards.
Yeah.
So factory is number 3 because how dangerous it was.
Yeah.
Number 2 would be the mall, and number 1 or actually the other way. Sorry. Number 1 is for me is the factory. Number 2 is the mall. And number 3 is the motorcycles.
But you guys like these kind of videos, let us know in the comments down below. Please press a like for us coming back and how you guys enjoy these videos.
Leave a like, leave a comment. We don't care what the hell the comment is because we've even gotten slopped in. Yeah. Or, you know, we've had...
One guy got diabetes by watching us.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Hopefully you're still there in the comments. Hopefully you're still there. Like, we really appreciate the wait. We really appreciate the patience you guys have given for us. Life happens.
Yeah.
And we just have to regroup and get together and start doing this again. We will be doing videos. Figure everything out. Like I said, you will be seeing us once again. But check us out. Check out the other videos. You know, we have more videos than these reaction videos. We have other reaction videos as well.
Check out our reaction videos. Check out our movie reviews. Check out our food reviews. And then check out and then on our old videos, check them all out. We even if you go back to our old videos, you're gonna find our ghost adventures as well. Check out our ghost adventures and urban exploration. Anything music reviews as well. So anything that you would like to, or music reactions we do as well. Like I said, like, follow, and comment.
Yes. Yes, but like I said, my name is Mr. Dark Knight.
And I'm Bash and Brains.
We see you guys next time, guys. Thank you.